What are their names? Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles? That's it.
I'm gonna keep this. Good morning, guys. This is pre-hair and makeup team, so forgive us.
It's pre-everything team. This is why we don't do 2 days in a row.
Is there anybody local? You'll have some beautiful countryside. We just saw about 45 minutes of it. We got stuck in a roundabout.
And we didn't get stuck in a roundabout.
We did.
We literally went roundabout the entire
NEC.
We were at the airport about 10 minutes ago. For no reason.
Heathrow. It's like, we can see it, and so
kids,
we
big
go.
kid.
Look, kids. Yeah, sorry, I can't
deer.
I laughed more this morning than I've laughed in a long time, so forgive me while we got laugh crinkles. Is anybody do anything fun last night? What was it? What was going on? Who? He killed it, huh? I heard him rehearsing backstage, and I was like, yeah, he's got this.
Which, by the way, was the first time I'd ever sing that song out loud.
I was wondering why you changed some of the words.
Changed them. I didn't know them.
Is anybody familiar with the term mondegreen?
Nope.
Nobody? Anybody? Mondegreen? You know it? Isn't it a great word? So mondegreen is, it's from an old, I think, Welsh hymn or something, and the lyric was "Lay them on the green," and it sounded like, like Purple Haze, "Excuse me while I kiss the sky." It sounds like "Excuse me while I kiss this guy." It's when people they're called mondegreens when a lyric in a song sounds like something else and people will sing it incorrectly. Mondegreen. Mondegreen. It's a good word. And next time you hear somebody sing something and they're saying the wrong word, you can go, "Excuse me, that's a mondegreen." And they'll be like, "Do you smell toast?"
Are you just making stuff up?
You can Google it.
I don't want to Google it. I'm just going to assume you're making crap up right now.
We were talking about it when we filmed the scene in the Fortress of Dinatu. You were there. Moira knew the word, and she taught us all of it. Because there are these cursors these days.
Was listening?
I was reading the script for the first time.
Figure out what I was saying. It's the first time I said these words out loud.
Or heard them. That's going to be necessary later. First this. First coffee, then candy. All right. Yes. In the Cravat.
No, that was the best episode. It was brilliant.
It was great.
Yeah. I just wanted mainly to say thank you for your live feed at 3 o'clock in the morning when you rapped. It was 11 o'clock in the morning. I picked up my phone at work and I saw it. And it
No way,
and
really?
it was, yeah.
It's
Thank
really
you.
cool.
It was great.
It's a pretty unique and special feeling. Every year there's this great, when they call, that's a season wrap on Jensen Ackles, season wrap on Jared Padalecki. It's this great sort of, it takes a while to sit in, but there's that instantaneous joy. What does that mean? Are they building a stage again? The Rich?
It's a monogram.
That's not a mondegreen.
I still don't know
I
that
just
word.
told you what mondegreen. But yes, thanks for humoring my life. And sorry to those who woke up. Thanks.
You. What?
Yeah, put the glasses back on.
Trust me, I want to, but I don't want to be that guy that wears sunglasses inside. I hate those people. But sometimes you really need to. So it's like, nope, it's just too bright. But then you're that guy, and I don't know.
You need to get from The Simpsons that has open eyeballs on the outside.
Or just paint the eyeballs on your eyelids. Walk right over your eyes closed. All right. Yes, right here. Hi.
Thank you for being here. I wanted to ask how you both feel about how the show has gone back and explored how being in the cage with Lucifer is still affecting Sam all these years later.
Thank you for being here. I love it. It's one of my if not my favorite storyline or direction the show has taken. In its 13 years, it's certainly one of my favorite. I really enjoy it. I enjoy that relationship. And I'm usually pretty protective. Well, I'm always pretty protective of the way Sam and Lucifer interact. And I've changed a lot of lines or moments to reflect that and kind of let it. I've also let Sam tell the necessary story at times. But I love it. I love exploring that. Now I tighten it too much. It's gonna be one of those mornings. No, it's great. Thank you for your question. How do y'all? I dig it. Yes, no? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tam, since we're in the UK, who's my favorite James Bond? Ooh.
And
Yeah.
let us hear your best James Bond impression. I heard somebody was having a contest.
I lost. That's why I didn't continue talking about it.
Roger Moore. Yeah.
It's just that's who we grew up with. That was
I
like.
grew up with all of them. I grew up watching all of them.
No, but that was like when we were introduced.
That was before I was born. It was when you were like 30 or 40. True. No, I grew up watching a lot of View to a Kill and From Your Eyes Only.
Really, Roger Moore?
Yeah. You know why? Is because, well, I love Pierce as well. And
What about Sean Connery?
Connery's amazing. He's amazing. And this is going to
Kind of
sound
the original, you know.
because Roger Moore, rest in peace. It's going to sound strange, but Sean
Selling
Connery was
names.
so like
Sean Connery. James Bond.
he was so. He was so. This is going to sound strange. He was so handsome. He didn't have to work as hard at being as charismatic, though he's obviously very charismatic. So for me, I just dug that Roger Moore wasn't as classically like, here's this man. He was a gentleman, but you could pretend, you could almost believe that he could walk into a room and not have everybody go like, is that Brad Pitt? Is that Sean Connery? You know, it wasn't this dude, and maybe he's just good at hiding it. So I think he used, maybe it was just the writing of those certain movies. But I'll go Roger Moore, though I've probably seen The Living Daylights with Timothy Dalton more times than any of the other ones, just because it was on a loop. My brother liked it, I think, and so it would just play over and over and
Isn't
over.
that the only one you did?
What? No, he did,
He did
Live and Let
two.
Live.
He did two.
Yeah.
I often thought that Pierce Brosnan fit the bill the best.
He's great.
He was handsome and tall and lean and had that swagger about him. But for some reason, the one, almost the antithesis of that, is the one that I like the most, and that's Daniel Craig. And it's because he's rough around the edges, and he's not perfect, and he's not all put together the way that I think some of the other Bonds have been. He's a little more reckless, and I like that. It's a little more dangerous.
I think I love Daniel Craig as an actor long before Bond, but I think it's not my definition of a Bond movie. I think it's an awesome action movie, but it's more like a Bourne movie to me because he's a little too, I sort of like the charm and swagger. Like I like watching a James Bond movie and it feeling like a thematic movie, not like it's real life. I don't know. I mean, Craig is amazing. They're all awesome. Thank you.
But especially Sean Connery. I don't know. I'm not way over there on the end. Yes.
Just wondering how you're enjoying fatherhood.
I was wondering the same thing.
It's great being here. I was talking to my wife yesterday, and we had this kind of running joke that every time we check in, and it just sounds like utter chaos is happening at home. It's like and she was like, somebody just knocked over a glass vase. There's glass all over the floor. I've had to put the twins in their chairs, and I'm like yelling at JJ to get dressed. She's got to go to school, and I just hear screaming in the background. I'm like, okay, honey, well, it sounds like you got everything taken care of over there. I'll let you go.
We often joke during the year that we have to go back to Vancouver to get some rest. We'll have a long weekend or Christmas vacation or something. Like, man, thank God I'm back at work. I need to rest. It's pretty awesome. It's an incredible journey. Do you have any kids?
3 children and 7 grandchildren.
I'm so sorry. You have 7 grandchildren? No way. How cool.
Your children better not be making you raise their children.
Do you know what? Being a grandparent is better than being a parent.
I've heard that.
Because you get to have them.
And then you get to give them back.
Go to the pub.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a way to give mine back for a while. No, you're stuck. There's no warranty or instruction manual. So it is wonderful, but it is challenging and it is fulfilling all in the same breath.
You guys are awesome, and I'm so jealous of your children.
Don't be.
I'm jealous of my children.
There was a video. We have like little Nest cams. You have Nest cams or live feed cams or something. And I think I'd come home straight
Spy cams.
Spy cams. And I was straight from and I fell asleep. And there's a video we could go back and watch where Tom, and this is when he's 2 years old, and I'm just exhausted and out. And he's like, "Who are you? Are you my daddy?" Because it's dark in the room. It's so good. Yeah, it's pretty wonderful. Thank you. I'm gonna go way over here, wayest over here. Yes, in the red hair. Cool hair.
Thank you. First of all, I just want to say, you might have noticed yesterday that some of the gummy bears were missing as you were signing. I just want to apologise for that because I have cystic fibrosis. And I have cystic fibrosis related diabetes. I was having a hypo. So one of the ladies got me some water and pinched me gummy bears, so I've replaced them for you.
Great, I'll take it.
So thank you.
Wait. I didn't get any.
What, one each? I'm a black belt, so one each.
I'll give him one gummy bear. That's fine.
One of each colour.
All right.
Thank you. I'm glad it all worked out.
Thank you.
Cheers.
My question is,
Yeah, that wasn't a question. That was just a prequel.
Hey, it's fine.
thank you. Jensen, I was just wondering if there's any, obviously you've done a song with Jason Manns on his album, which I love your voice. I just wondered if there was something in the pipeline for you to do an actual full album, because I'm sure we'd all love to hear you sing more. I've got a couple of recordings from YouTube, from the karaoke, like Brother, I love you singing Brother, and I'd just love to be able to hear it properly rather than crowds screaming in the background. So.
Those damn crowds, huh?
Well, you're very kind. I don't know. Doing an album, and Rob and the band.
A couple more songs.
A couple more songs recorded.
That'd be really good.
I don't know. We'll see. It's again, those guys can certainly tell you that recording is not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot of time. It takes there's studio time and there's mixing time and it's an investment and it's a big time investment. And unfortunately, he and I don't have a lot of free time. So maybe one of these days, if I get some free time, I'll look into that. But yeah, for now, you just have to listen to your beautiful screaming voices.
It's a wonderful chorus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
It's lovely that we hear the stories you tell about your children, but what's the embarrassing baby stories your parents tell about you too?
I don't have any. I think I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I had a cowboy hat and a sheriff's vest with like the fringe on it, and then like a cap gun holster that was on my body every single day. And when I'd go to bed at night, I'd literally hang it on the bedpost. And I'd get up in the morning and I'd put it back on. And a lot of times I would just put that on. And my mom would have to remind me to put pants on. Oh, really? Have you seen your son Shep recently? Because I think Shep had a sleepover the other day, and I had to remind him of some clothing options. Kindred spirit for sure. But yeah, my mom would be like, honey, let's put some pants on before we sit down at the breakfast table. And I'm like, I got my guns on. The funny thing is I still do that, so
True story. I think there's a picture, I know there's a picture of me somewhere at, 3 or 4 years old or something. I think in a similar get-up. I'm gonna try and find it in Throwback Thursday or something like that. But it's same thing, cowboy hat, guns, and my neighbors laying on the ground laughing because I came out in my underwear and cowboys just like sitting there pretending to shoot them, and they'd come over. I'm gonna find it. It's and it's G-rated. It's okay from this company. Sure. I'm not drunk. I'm just Australian. Sure.
Hi guys. First of all, Jensen, you were amazing last night, but you know that.
Whoa!
Ditto.
I don't want to hear that.
I just wanted to say, firstly, thank you, both of you, for being so open about your problems with shyness, Jensen, and your depression, Jared. I've had similar issues, and it's partly why I decided to move here a month ago. This is my 1-month anniversary celebration of moving to England.
No way.
And I know when I ever get really down in the depths, or when I'm thinking, because I want to pursue a musical career, thinking, I can't do this, I can't go on stage, they're not going to love me, I just think of you two, and I will always keep fighting, so.
Awesome. Back it up.
Because these guys get on stage and nobody loves them, so if they can do it, we can. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome.
But
and by the way, I'm not Australian, I'm just drunk.
Awesome. That's perfectly fine with me at 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the mornings. Way to be, way of life. I feel you, man. I feel you. I do actually have a question. On Friday, I spontaneously decided to take a poll of all the actors here. And I've been asking everyone, and I want you two to weigh in on this debate, please.
Oh, great.
Not that bad. Which do you think are better, pirates or ninjas?
Ooh.
Tough questions.
Pirates.
That's okay. We have a very piratical crowd here today, this weekend.
Yeah, I agree.
Because pirates.
Pirates!
Pirates. Arr! Ninjas are.
Can we see a pirate episode of Supernatural?
Yes!
That would
That would be great.
Yeah.
Which you can turn Castiel into a parrot.
He kind of already is, but I think he's Yeah.
However, the reason I was debating is because does anybody here read The Onion?
Yes.
Hilarious. There's an Onion article video, and the headline is "Ninja Parade slips through town unnoticed once again." The whole video is about people standing by the street and nobody seeing anything. There's a free stand of a ninja
Parade. Once again, unnoticed.
And then there will be light. On the third day, there was light.
It's just a freight train coming your way, don't worry, guys.
Sun's on. That was. Can we put the glasses back? All right, I'm gonna go with a shadow. I did the drunk Australian.
It's not drunk.
I know.
I'm not sure
Those are the red words that I.
All right, let's go in the back. Yes, sir. In the red.
Thank you. My question's for Jensen.
Sweet.
Perfect.
I'm gonna take some gummy.
During my photo op we used to Misha and also the autograph with Jared, he seemed to get very upset that I was taller than him. Does that always happen to him?
Always. Always. I often joke that we could walk into a room full of like Victoria's Secret models, and there would be one guy that's slightly bigger than him in the corner, and he would beeline to that guy and be like, "What's up, dude? You work out?" And I'm like, "Hello. More for me." It is true. He's anybody that's built bigger, taller, you certainly
Like
take.
Prince over here?
Yeah, that's right. It's a funny thing.
Mom was like, damn it. I'm supposed to be the moose in the room. Yeah.
How tall are you? 6'7".
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
Like a real man.
I'm
I don't know what that makes me.
Do you get this issue that if somebody's if somebody's 1 inch shorter than I am or 8 inches shorter than I am, I have no idea what height they are? You're like, I'm so small. You're like, what are you, 5'10"? Like 5'4"? Like, oh, yeah.
Which is 90% of the world.
I need to get better. I used to know when I was around the 6 foot range, like how tall somebody was, but somebody like, 6'2". You're like, oh shit, I would have said 5'8".
I just like fight full stop.
You're looking down.
Yeah.
Just a sea of head, like hairlines. Yeah.
There is a
sad life we lead, brother. Sad life we lead.
There is a picture of Jared that I have on my phone.
Yeah.
Just recently asked me, like, hey, send me that picture. We were at a concert back in Austin and ran into a guy that we know because his kids go to school with our kids, and he's a big guy. He's an ex-basketball player, and he was with 2 other basketball players, and of course he beelines over to him. He's like, "Whoa!" And I'm not kidding. And I was like, "I got to take a picture of this." He's like, "Jared, turn around. You guys line up." He's standing on his feet. He's not on his knees. If you can see that.
Where's the camera? Can you zoom?
It looks like if you and Jared were standing next to Rob Benedict. But he's Rob Benedict in this scenario.
Well, I don't want to tweet without their permission.
You can see the head height there.
That's me.
Yeah. Like he's not squatting up. Like that's all of them standing up.
I think one was 7 feet.
And I was so happy because I was like, now you know how the rest of the world feels with you.
It is pretty funny though when people show up on our set because Jensen and Misha and I are all 6 feet plus, and generally actors are like 5'8", 5'6". So people will show up that are 6'2", and Mark Pellegrino's a tall guy. People show up and be like, I've never felt short on a set before. Like no one tells us that you're this tall. He always comes to me and like, you're tall.
Well, most people assume that having met me in real life, let's just assume that I'm 5'8". Because, maybe not that small, but, and so, yeah, if I ever meet him, I'm like, no. He's like, oh my gosh, you're tall. How tall is he? Oddly.
Well, Jen tells a story where the first day she was on set, she had a scene with Jensen before she did with me. It was like, fighting or something. And she's like, you're tall. And someone on set was like, wait till you meet the other one. What did she know? Thanks, bro. I'm gonna go right here in the purple Love Yourself first. Good morning.
Hey, we'll get you a microphone right here.
Gosh, I never thought I'd get the show.
It's a murder. I didn't do it. I have an alibi.
Okay. We know many years down the line when Supernatural comes to the end that Jensen would like to take the Palm. But in the meantime, what proper item have you taken or would like to take from the set?
What proper item or token?
Proper item, like the cult or anything that you think you might like or you may have taken.
We've pirated some things over the years.
Out of curiosity, really quickly, was proper item 2 words or 3? Proper item. I don't know if she was like proper item, you know. No, just trying to clarify.
Or item, not a proper item.
I'm trying to assimilate. Google it. Mondegreen.
Yeah, the cult would be on the list for sure. Just because it was specially built for our show, and it's it's kind of a one-off. I think that's pretty cool.
That's a great question. It really is. I guess Sam's gun. I mean, it doesn't work, but it'd be fun because it's the thing I've used the most. So. The demon knife is pretty sweet. Maybe that's even better because it kind of has more symbology, and no one can ever use it again. It's like so I do have something that's pretty funny from French Mistake when I'm at Jared Padalecki's desk and there's that with the cowboy hat riding the horse. So after the episode was filmed, I was like, hey, can I have these Warhols? Can I have this? And I got him, I was like, I can't have a picture of myself in my house. I'll actually be, but I kept that. It's in my garage in Vancouver. I've been too embarrassed to try and fly it home because it's big. And I have to carry it. It doesn't roll up. It's like a metal laminate material, so I wouldn't be able to kind of be covert about it.
You know what I'd like? I'd like the map table.
Oh, really?
That'd be super cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. There's some, I mean...
Oh, you know what would be cool?
Or one of the tables in the library.
One of the tables with the drinks, or the little side tables in the middle letters.
Yeah. There's a whole lot, I mean, the middle letters, you just take your pick. Anything in there is pretty amazing.
I want the telescope, the giant telescope.
By the way, yeah, it's fake. It's made of wood.
And it's just
and it's never been talked about or referenced or used or anything. What was the... Oh, Phil has an idea for the telescope, but I can't say it because it might actually come true.
Season 14?
Not telling you.
What would you take? Oh, come on. What proper item? 2 words.
Yeah, or proper item.
I'm doing 2 words.
Oh.
She did 3.
It's not on? The car? Yeah. It's fine, we got it. It's still not on. That's fine. Yeah.
Drop.
That's fine, we got it. Yeah, the car, the Impala. That's good. No, we're fine.
Like, okay, we're talking about... Thank you. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. All right. Where are we going? Who wants to...
Make them run far. They're warming up. They're like,
look at
quad stretches.
They're like jogging in place, stretching. All right, I'll make it easy. Just right here in the black. No, right. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Hi, I just want to say thanks so much for coming to the UK. It's really great to meet you guys.
Thank you for letting us be here.
And I've got several favourite episodes. One of them is Changing Channel, when you go into the TV show. Obviously, Mystery Spot, Yellow Fever, I did Scared of Everything, French Mistake. Obviously, I can't believe you've got that picture, that's brilliant.
I don't know how brilliant it is. I'm still too scared to show anybody.
I mean, I wasn't going to take it. I've already got one.
And of course, Scoopy Natural. So I just wanted to see what was one of your favourite funny episodes, and if you've got any ideas for future ones, like Pirate Natural.
I like that idea. Drink up, you mateys, yo ho.
Thank you. I agree with everything you just said about those 5 for sure. I think Black Rock was funny. Better at Black Rock was a funny one. I'd like to go back and watch some of the episodes. What was the one I watched recently? No, that was serious. The Metatron one. What's it called? The one in the haunted hotel, not haunted hotel, the hotel we find Metatron for the first time. I don't know. Sam, the Great Sam or something? What's it called? Which one? Great Escapist? Yeah, that's the one. Great Escapist is fun to watch. was reminded of recently I watched it and I was like, this is a cool, because I remember the bathtub scene where Sam's in ice and I remember